What's up, fam? This is your local OG motherfucking Juggalo. Yeah, motherfucker. Too early for that shit. Uh, just want to go over something real quick. It's from Juggalo Era. I wasn't going to talk about this, but What Lies Beneath had brought it up. Said it's a good topic, and I saw DC Fago guy do a stream or whatever you want to call it, video of it, and he's agreeing with all the errors that the big shots put in. So of course, well, that's apparently it. I can't really call my own ones. I'll just roll with those ones, I guess, and take one out. Well, see, I see it a different way. I'm gonna call them different, and I'm gonna explain why. Now, first off, we had the Dark Ages. And what I mean by that is, like, not many people knew about ICP. They was very, very underground. The select few, the very few knew about them. It was the start, the beginning of everything, of ICP, of the Juggalo culture, everything. But like I said, very few people knew about it, so they was dark to the outside world. And this went on from 91 until 97, let's say, general area, and it ended. And we had the Renaissance, the coming of light. More people coming in, more culture coming in. And that was because of, the Malenko drop. And when the Malenko dropped, they wanted to sell as many records as possible. Not ICP, but who they's under contract with. So they made a shockumentary and blah, 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 and threw it on MTV, and it worked. It worked. And a lot of motherfuckers started coming in. I also like to call that error the let's not talk about it and act like we never joined part error, when we want to try to act cool and act like we're so down with the underground. See, because when fake people think about it, they don't want to be acknowledged with the year 97, so they'll usually say they came in around 96. You might know someone like that. And see, the reason why, unless you came from the Midwest, 9 out of 10, you didn't know who the fuck ICP was, so stop fucking lying. Until they got on MTV, let's be honest. Because, see, that's the thing. They don't want to admit that they learned about ICP from MTV. Because they want to be all hardcore. I'm a hardcore underground, fuck the mainstream, blah, blah, blah. So, I like to call that the Renaissance, coming of light, the great building, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, because it brought a lot of fucking juggalos in. Some cool ones too, Some ones that there's a lot of tension with. So that goes from like 97 to like 2001, 2002. Then we transition over to the family era. Now the family era, like I've always said, helped a lot. See, because you had all this influx of people, and all of them wasn't the same like, pretty much it was before then. So there was a lot of ruffling of feathers, there's a lot of, back and forth and fights, and, not many, just not at the shows really, not here in Columbus, Ohio. There's always been love at the shows. But just, you'd hear about the shit here and there. Kind of like now the shit Twisted and ICP, almost the same deal. But just among fans. So ICP brought out the family era, and it kind of smoothed out the feathers. And well, they didn't bring out the era, but they brought out the ideal family, which it turned into era. And for the longest there, from 2002, 2001 until 2016, I'd say, that era stayed strong. And yeah, there's a lot of unity, which there was a lot of unity before then, but it was more things were accepted, which certain aspects being accepted more and more was awesome. But certain ones kind of fuck everything up. Now you got the suburb kids running around lying, talking about they came from '96 and shit, knowing damn well they popped up when it was fucking put on MTV, and it's like, ooh, what's this? Because they come from fucking like Arizona, where yeah, and you could tell certain people watch videos talking about they went to Texas and learned about fucking ICP. Yeah, you heard Violent J talk about it was hot down in Texas for a while there, right? You're funny. You're funny. Such a fucking fat ass lying piece of shit, but you're funny. Other people don't see through your fucking bullshit, but I see right through it, dude. Right through it. But moving along, because I checked out that video. I didn't want to look at his video, but he said Beastmaster was on it, and it's just so funny now. He's got this following of people. That shouldn't be following his ass. Remember, guys, why did Tech9 call him? Because he was telling fucking lies. That's who you want to be associated with, a liar? Okay, have fun. But either way, so that ended. See, I don't consider the Juggalo family era ending right when Twisted left, because there was still a lot of family love, blah blah blah, and this and that. It wasn't until like end of 2016 until now 2017 that we have the Fallen era. The falling apart. So I just call it the Fallen era, and it's sad in its own way, but all things must come to an end, and the family era is done. Like I said, now we're in a transitional era. Hopefully, the Fallen doesn't last as long as the family era. I don't see ICP and Twisted become chum pals for a while, but at least Juggalos could be civil. And that's why I'm not going to call it the Civil War era, because that's implying that we're actually fighting each other. I've heard of a couple incidents, but it ain't nothing that I'm going to put the tag of war on. So that's why I call it the Fallen, because that's what it is. It's a falling out. Period. Ain't no fucking war. Most of y'all don't know what fucking war is, or even street war to fucking call something war. Funny how that one works. You can speak on eras you ain't never been a part of, right? But my favorite era was, like everybody, I guess. Well, not everybody, but everybody's going to like the era when they was a teenager. When you had the most fun. So for me, that would be the Dark Ages. And a little bit of the Renaissance. But I love all eras, but those were my favorite because I ran around, partied, and listened to ICP. Hell, I didn't have bills or responsibilities then, so when I worked or whatever, all the money I worked and I got went to partying and shit for the most part. So hey, so yeah. So that's what I liked. I liked the beginning because I was a teenager then. That's when I first got into it in the early 90s. And it was just, I don't know. It just seemed better. But like I said, that's just because I was having fun, as a kid. And Yeah, I take that shit into account. But either way, I'm not gonna ramble on. I've done enough of that for 10 fucking minutes. But as always, much clown love, motherfuckers. Whoopity whoop whoop whoop.